Welcome to the Untouched Quest. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Siri. And we're reading the ElfQuest comic issue by issue. And if you like this podcast, you can support us by buying us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/theuntouched. And remember to follow us on your favorite podcast platform.
So today we're going to talk about Shards number 3 and 4. Ekuar pushed himself too far. 4 magic users seek out the palace, but only 2 return with just a piece of the bounty. The elves are forced to continue above ground. Help is given from the unexpected. Winnowill shows her true colors.
We see now that Ekuar is basically dying because he's so tired.
He's literally unconscious at the moment.
But he's immortal.
Yeah, but he's like exhausted himself.
Yeah, but they're like, his heart is beating so slow, like his heart is weakened. How can that be a threat for his life when he's immortal? Like, basically when you're immortal, it means that you can't die from your own body. You can only die from outside sources. You know?
Yeah, but if you like use up too much of your energy,
he's still immortal.
Maybe he goes in a coma and never wakes up. It's a possibility.
Could be, but still in my head, it just feels so weird that they have to use all this magic to save his life. Like, he's immortal.
Yeah, but it might just be like he will go into a coma and not wake up, and they don't want to like lose him.
That's not something they have mentioned before. Like, where's the possibility of that?
They've been scared of people dying of like physical injury and stuff like that.
But that's like outside sources.
Yeah, like old age has never been an issue we've talked about, because
not have burned out either.
No, because the only most of the elves are immortal. Yep. And the wolf riders have never lived long enough to be scared of old age.
No, but he's immortal, so why are we scared of losing him, you know? he hasn't got an arrow or knife or gun or whatever to his heart, you know? Like, he's just tired. He's just burned out. Yeah,
if it goes into coma, they might not know if they can wake him again.
True, but they haven't talked about that.
No, they haven't. But to help him, Mender heal Ekuar, Rayek lifts him up and makes the gravity lift from his heart and body so that it's easier.
Yeah, and Cutter is the one who has to remind him of that possibility because remember what you did to me in the frozen mountain. You know, you could do that for him as well.
He's like, oh yeah, that's right, I can do that. But it's kind of weird, like gravity was literally killing Ekuar because the pull from the earth was too much for his heart to handle.
I can kind of understand it. I don't know, like when I'm so tired, it just feels like, oh, if I was like lighter in a way, it would be easier because I just feel like pushed down on the ground. It's so hard to stand up or wake up. So if I was like lighter, less gravity, it would be easier. So I can understand that. Like,
yeah,
that might be more mentally though, but you know.
But it's very beautifully written. Like the pull of the earth was part of the issue.
But I don't get why Rayek won't let the preserver preserve Ekuar. Like, there's nothing bad about preserving. No. In my mind, at least.
And it's like they say that being preserved is the best way of resting.
Yeah, because you basically put him in a coma and...
a controlled coma.
Yeah, it's like your head and body doesn't move. You're just like frozen in time, basically.
Yeah.
Just time to heal.
Yeah, and everything your body does and uses energy on is to heal you instead of using energy on like...
living.
Keeping you alive. It doesn't have to do that because you're sleeping.
So,
but
like, what's the
Rick
difference?
is very scared for Ekuar.
Yeah, but what's the difference of him sleeping and relaxing in the cocoon and sleeping and relaxing like out in the free. He still needs to relax, so it's better like in a safe environment inside the cocoon, isn't it?
And inside the cocoon is going to be more concentrated, so it's going to be better sleep, deeper sleep, and a deeper healing for him.
Yeah, better for everyone actually.
Yeah,
easier to carry the cocoon around too, because you don't need to think about hitting his head and stuff.
Yes. And they start being a little bit worried, like, what are we gonna do now? We made this hidey hole to put the core in so we can rest, but we need to continue on, and we now have no stone shaper.
Well, we got 2 trolls.
That's lucky like we got trolls
eager to dig their way out.
Yeah. And the moment they break the ground
oh, what do you see out there?
You don't want to know. It is a butt. It is a butt in my face.
A pig's butt in a pigsty.
Yes.
Exactly what you expect to walk, like crawl out of a hole.
Yeah. A butt in the face.
Mm-hmm. But it's quite a way until like the Djun's castle. Like it will take a while for them to actually walk above ground.
Yeah, it's quite far. They're like on the outskirts of the city. You see that there is kind of like poorer households.
Yeah, it's more like farms kind of thing.
Yeah, and they're like small buildings, they're made of wood and stuff. Up in the citadel, the houses are made of like stone, which is probably more expensive. So,
yeah, true.
Probably like the poor part of the country, which is usually at the far outskirts of the city.
Yeah, but it's pretty smart of the elves to send the flyers or like the magic users to go above ground and fly in the night when no one really can see them.
Yeah, they're going to be undetected. But it's also kind of a scary thing to do, because they're sending pretty much every magic user they have out there.
Is it everyone? Let's
Mender
see, like,
is left.
Is he the only one left?
Yeah. And Ekuar, but Ekuar is sleeping.
But yeah, Ekuar is like so old and shabby from before. So
and then you have Pike with his wonderful magic.
What is his magic? Drinking dreamberry wine and eating dreamberries and being drunk?
Yeah.
He's like, his imagination, I guess, is like his power.
Yeah, that's Pike.
Yeah.
But Pike also went with Ember though.
Oh shit.
So that's probably why he wasn't allowed to go, but
Cutter says it too. Like, I need all of you to come back because you are the most powerful magic users and the only magic users we have, basically.
Yeah, we can't afford to lose a single one of you. Like, they do have one more magic user, which is Mender, who is very powerful. He's a healer. He's very valuable. But at the same time, he wouldn't be of a help in this mission. And
he wouldn't be valuable in a war. He's only valuable, like, saving the hurt ones, but, like, not in the war, fighting the war.
Yeah, he's a ferocious fighter, but like he can't use his magic.
It's better fighting with magic, like Rayak.
He can use his magic to fight, though.
True, but not like, you know, as Rayak and
it's not like
Shanti.
It's Shanti, yeah. It's
like they can
like
actually
explosive.
Have, and shields, like useful things. He actually has to touch people to hurt in a fight, and that's harder.
He has to be in close combat, but he's a very ferocious fighter. He's a very good fighter.
But that's Cutter and Strongbow too, but they are not magic users.
No, they're not. So like, they can't afford to lose one of these magic users. They are one of a kind. There's no one else like them. And they go out and the pigs squeal like there's no tomorrow. And this poor old human comes out and is like looking down their hole.
It's like, oh no, these moles are getting bigger or getting as big as dogs these days. It's like,
yes.
I would assume it was moles if I saw that hole.
I would assume there was something different because moles are not that big.
Like, in other issues and stuff,
Yeah.
they have like immediately gone to demons.
Yeah.
So why isn't he like? There is a huge hole in your backyard. It going straight down to hell. Why isn't this demon shit?
Yeah, it's a good question. Why doesn't he jump straight to believing in demons?
Mm-hmm. I think he might be mentioning later. Let's see when we get there.
Yeah.
And in the last issue,
Yeah.
I thought Winnowill was not allowed to actually look or read or whatever with the scrolls, but now she
wasn't.
Is. So what changed? Did they say it?
No.
Did I like? I was just so confused. Why is she suddenly?
No, he was like, you can't go in there. You can't spend time with them. But maybe she was more like she wanted to go in alone, and that wasn't gonna happen. He's still not gonna let her be her alone.
Yeah, but,
even though she tries.
But suddenly he just allows her to do something she was not gonna be doing at all in the last issue. You know, like
yeah.
I'm just a little confused.
But also we can see that the scrolls are like spinning a little bit, and there's a little magic going on, but it's like pretty poor. It isn't doing much.
No, until Rayek like get
comes
closer.
in. Yeah, he comes kind of into range, and she can see Rayek in the scroll.
Mm-hmm. Oh, one thing though.
Yeah.
When we like describe where Winnowill and the Djun is,
yes.
they're like a chamber within a chamber. I can understand. You can have a room within a room.
Yeah. But it's in a tower in a tower.
That's just a fucking tower with a double wall.
Yes.
Or like a thick wall.
Yeah.
You can't have a tower within a tower.
No, you can have a chamber in a chamber, but you can't really have a tower in a tower unless you built an old tower and then built a new tower like 2 meters outside of the old tower.
Like the only way I see you can have a tower within a tower is like if you can use both of them simultaneously. You know, like you have stairs around the inner tower or something.
Yeah, so you can use the outer tower and the inner tower. Like this was an old castle. There was this small tower. Now when we're building this castle bigger, this is unproportionate to the new castle, so we're gonna make it look bigger, so we build a new circle around it.
Yeah,
there's gonna be like dead space in between the two towers.
This is not like that because this is a small tower with a thick wall.
Yeah, and it's a square tower.
I was just like,
but maybe it's a square tower with a circular tower inside.
It didn't look like that when they blew it up though.
No, but like the chamber looks circular.
Yeah, true.
So
who knows? I was just like, how can you have a tower within a tower?
It's hidden and it's secret. It's a tower in a tower with a chamber in a chamber.
No. This just did not work for me though.
No, it's secret. So but the Djun also hits Winnowill.
Yeah, why did he do that?
She was rude.
Oh, because of the sex thing.
Yeah. She was like, oh, let's just fuck.
No, she's more like, oh, you can have me, but you don't want me. And like she's really teasing him. And he's getting mad, being like, I don't keep you here because I want you. I can handle myself. Yeah. I'm a big grown man.
Yeah, like, I don't keep her because I want you, because I can't know that I can't really have you anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust Winnowill to like not do what she did with him the first time anyway.
No, I wouldn't either. But Reg is approaching the tower with Venka, Rory and Shanti.
Yep, and he decides to blow it up.
Yes, because getting closer to the palace pieces means that his powers got a boost.
Yeah, like I don't know if it meant this way, but I felt he was like, oh, I got a boost. Look at me now. I can blow up.
Yes.
That's how it went in my mind.
Like, just like the last time that he was close to the palace and was kind of on a warpath. My power got boosted. Yeah. Let's just blow everything up.
True that.
Yeah.
Maybe it blows up his ego too.
It doesn't need to be blown up any more than it is.
Maybe a little bit.
Oh. And he's like so high on life and like laughing at them and you better do better than that. You can touch me, look at me. Typical Rick things.
Yep.
Being high on power or high on magic.
Winnowill really tries to get the Djun out of the chamber though, because she's like, oh, maybe you should go and watch your man.
Yeah, did you hear those sounds? I think you should go out and check what it is.
Yeah,
you should totally leave me alone in here.
But also I thought the deal was that she did not want him to die because she need him to still be in power.
Yeah, but she also wants to be alone with the palace.
But if he goes outside, it really puts him in danger and he could die.
Yeah.
So that's not smart.
She's more interested in reading the scrolls.
Yeah.
And to try to get him to do what she says, she actually evil heals him.
Yeah. Is this the first time we heard the name Black Sending? Because we have said evil sending the whole time.
I don't know. But I know that it is called Black Sending.
Yeah, but I was just like, this is not the real name. We have never used that before. We always say evil sending. Is it like, those of you who know listening, is this like the put outer? Is this like, oh shit, we are like in Shards issue number 3. We need a name for this. Evil sending. Okay, it's gonna be Black Sending.
Put outer.
For those of you who don't know, the put outer is the Deluminator in Harry Potter.
Which in Harry Potter 1 was the put outer.
And in number 5 is the Deluminator.
Yes. Because it needed a cooler name.
Yeah. So is this like that issue for evil sending, black sending? I haven't heard this name before.
The fact that you haven't heard it means that it
could have just went straight above my head too, though. But like reading this, I was like, we got a name for this now. Because I don't think the author of ElfQuest or Wendy has had like a name for it and described it before. I think we just seen it with images. Yeah,
I think so too. This is the first time I like really said what it is.
Yeah. And why is Venka immune for the black sending?
She's not, but she can block it.
But she doesn't get affected of it.
But so Winnowill is sending it to Rayek.
Oh, she's not sending it to all of them.
No, she can absolutely send it to every single one of them, but she is focusing Rayek. Because he's the one that's blowing up the palace, and who's flying and trying to take, not blowing up the palace, blowing up the tower.
But she's not blocking it. She's like reversing it, sending it back to Winnowill, right?
No, she's blocking it. She's blocking her powers.
But why is Winnowill then screaming and can't move?
Because she's blocking her.
Oh, she's like paralyzing her?
Yeah.
I thought she just like blocked the signal into Rayek, like she could still send things out and move, but Rayek can't receive it,
It says that she fights back with fire. And I know that Winnowill really dislikes Venka because she can do this.
Yeah, I would too, though. Like, this is basically Winnowill's only weapon against them.
Yeah, and this is never explained. And like what Venka does is never explained as like black sending. It's more like she's blocking her.
Yeah, it's more like a shield.
Yeah, she's blocking Winnowill. Winnowill can't get through, stopping her from doing what she's doing.
Yeah, but I thought it was more like reverse thing, reflecting thing. So it sends it back to Winnowill, so it means like Winnowill black sending herself. That's why her power is like.
But then she should just stop it.
True.
It says that I can't. Rayek's breath blocks me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like Rayek gets help from Venka blocking Winnowill, and he's like torturing her.
No, Rayek's breath blocks me.
Oh, breath. Oh, yeah. True. Yeah.
Breath.
Got it.
So Venka is blocking the sending, which is making Winnowill be this way.
True. they try to like magically lift one of the scrolls out from the tower.
And the Djun just runs up like, no!
Be like,
and grabs
conjurers, help me! Use your dark powers. But she can't.
No. Venka's got her.
Mm-hmm.
But Venka and Raik is getting kind of tired. They don't have long until they can't hold this up anymore.
No, that's why.
Raik is pulling the scroll and Venka is blocking Winnowill.
Yeah, and that's why Aurora has to go in and manually carry the scroll out of the tower within the tower.
Yes.
And the chamber within the chamber that's in the tower within the tower.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Exactly.
But they only get half the scroll though. Like
they get one scroll.
Yeah, it's like for them to be used, they have to use both of them.
Yeah, but that also means that getting one, Winnowill can't use it anymore.
True, but it's no use for them either.
No, but they're most scared that Winnowill is gonna read the scrolls and see the future and see what they're gonna do and like prepare for their next attack, their next,
Mm-hmm. But before they manage to get away, Venka falls off Raik, or she's tired and let go, or
No, Raik is carrying her, and the humans are throwing this big boulder
so she
at them.
falls off.
So Raik is like, I'm gonna block it, and he uses a lot of power in blocking it, and then he loses her.
Mm-hmm.
So Venka falls inside of the tower, within the tower, or maybe just in the tower.
You can see though, when they blew up the tower, the walls are not that thick.
No, they're not.
So where's the tower within the tower?
There must be a smaller tower inside of the big tower.
But I don't get this. There's just a tower with maybe little thicker walls than the other towers.
There must be a new tower inside of the tower, because the walls aren't thick. But she falls inside of the tower. And
Raik decides to stay behind to save her because he can feel that she's still alive.
Yes, Sante says that we need to save her. And he just tells him that, I know, but you guys need to go. You need to get that scroll back to Cutter. I know where she is. I know she lives. I can feel her. I can save her. Just leave.
And I was just like, who is this Raik?
It's Dad.
Yeah, but we have never seen a Raik that's putting someone else before the palace and the scrolls.
Yeah.
And powers. Of course he can feel bigger powers.
Yeah,
now,
he has a boost right now, but
because he's close to the tower or the palace. But he chooses to sacrifice himself for someone else. Yes, it's his daughter, but he's basically only known her for 5 seconds.
Yeah. He hasn't been her dad for very long.
No.
But carrying both the scroll and Sante is getting kind of heavy for Rory. But luckily for her, the preservers are there.
Yeah, so they make a hammock to carry Shanti in so they can go back. That's pretty cute.
It's so cute.
I wonder why they didn't think of that before.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of preservers, don't they? They could
carry... They have quite a lot,
They could carry all the elves to the tower, basically.
I don't think that would be practical, though.
Maybe not.
But Raik
it's just a good idea, though, instead of, sneaking above ground like they have to do,
Raik sends a really sweet sending to Venka. Venka, daughter, not for palace and scrolls together would I trade you.
And that's not a Raik that we know either.
No, and that's so beautiful.
But it's so sweet.
It's so sweet. It's so beautiful. And so good to see that side of Raik that you don't really get to see. But the Djun are pretty upset.
Of course, he lost some of his treasure.
There are others like you. And my master builder. But they can beat you. I saw it.
He thought he had the most powerful being of her kind.
The only being of her kind.
No, where do you find animal, creature, whatever, that there's only one of?
Yeah.
he must have known there's more like her
Yeah, but he
outside.
was sure that you have to be the strongest one of all of you.
But why is she alone though? Like,
yes.
you know, if she really was the strongest and most powerful, why would she hide with a different species?
That's a very good point. Like somebody hiding out from their own species with someone else kind of tells you that something is wrong. They're probably an outcast or outsider.
For some reason, she is hiding.
Yeah. For some reason,
if
she's not welcome with her own people.
If she was the most powerful, she could use her powers to like be the queen of her kind. Yeah. So there's something wrong. Yeah. He's not that smart, this Djun though, so
he's not.
The elves is like getting ready to go above ground because that's the only way to fight the Djun and get the rest of the palace and scroll.
Yeah, and Cutter's quite upset that just 2 of them came back. But at the same time, they stayed behind, or Rayek stayed behind so that they wouldn't leave Venka.
Yeah. I think also it's really fun at the end of this issue. The troll's like, yes, good thing we have to plan, but first we have to eat. I'm hungry.
And they have killed a pig.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, food is more important than this war.
Yeah, like, okay, we're warring, but food. Hungry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, when they go above ground, the pigs are starting to make noise again.
Yeah, because at this point, all of the elves are coming up.
Yeah. And they're hiding. And who is it that says it? Maybe Tristan. It's like, oh, sounds like Drub put the human to sleep. Mm-hmm. No, she didn't put the human to sleep.
No,
she hit him in the head
with a hammer.
Yeah, she basically like knocked him out of conscious.
Yeah,
like that's not sleeping.
Like that looks and sounds so painful.
Yeah,
but the elves finds the human storm cellar.
Yeah, or isn't it like the where you put all the potatoes and stuff?
Potato cellar?
Yeah.
I think that's stone cellar in English.
Root cellar.
Root cellar. That's it. In Norwegian, it's potato cellar.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah, because that's where you store your potatoes. So it's a potato cellar.
And I love that they start to have like a council.
Yeah.
By sending, and the trolls are like, you stupid, I wanna...
No, first, Crimmy's like, so, how long do we have to stay down here? Well, everyone else is sending.
I didn't pay attention to that.
You didn't?
No, I was just like, oh, sending.
No, she speaks, and they're like, she's like, so, how long do we have to stay down
But
here?
she's a go-back. They're not that good at sending yet, so...
No, and
but, yeah.
Strong was like, send Grim by Timorn, you reckless cub.
But they are, though. They go back. They are pretty reckless.
Yeah, but like, for her, it's a lot more natural for her to whisper. Mm-hmm. So she just does it without thinking while everyone else is sending.
But we kind of forget that there's still 2 trolls with them that can't send and can't receive sending. So they're like, don't be rude.
We want to be part of this as well.
We're part of this team. We're fighting with you guys.
Yeah. But what they're really doing in this council is just like splitting them up in teams.
Yeah.
Of who goes with whom.
They basically making a war plan. And it's kind of good that the trolls are in on the war plan though. Yeah.
Yeah. Though the trolls wants to go with Cutter. Because they're sure that he's going to get in the worst of troubles and get the best of bounties, and that they're going to win on going with Cutter. They're going to fight a lot of humans, kill a lot of humans, and have the possibility to get some good loot.
And have the most fun.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's not like, this is the person that I'm going to fight best with.
No.
Like agility and stuff like that. No. He's going to get in trouble. He's going to get a lot of trouble. I want to go with the trouble.
We doesn't really... get to see how the human reacts when he sees that basically one of his pigs is gone because they had him for dinner, but it's like his fear was someone is coming to steal my pigs.
Yeah, my beauties.
Yeah, and he's knocked unconscious. He wakes up and just one pig is gone. Like, what would he think? Why would someone just take one pig, you know?
Billy. My beloved my lovely Sov, my favorite gone.
Oh, they took his favorite pig too.
Yes.
But we didn't really get to see how he really reacted though. Like,
No,
you know.
but he was like, no, not that one. Not my favorite pig.
It was probably the fattest, the one he's gonna get the most money from.
He was looking
Like
forward
his
to
Christmas
eating it.
dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking forward to your death.
Mm-hmm.
But some guards are walking through the streets and they're talking about elves and about, I'm guessing, what happened out with the tree cutter.
Yeah. And we see this, I don't know what to call it, like a shadow person. Like we don't really see the face.
Yeah.
A cloaked. No, it's not a cloak either.
No,
like a hooded.
It's a hooded person.
And first I thought that was Rayak. You know, like disguising himself.
Yeah,
trying
I got
to get
you.
Information where Venka could be.
Yeah.
It would be pretty clever though if this is Rayak.
Yeah. This person goes around like shining shoes.
Mm.
Or they're a shoe blackener, as they call it.
Yeah. Isn't that the same thing?
It just sounds kind of funny. Shoe blackener.
Yeah, true. Basically just like being a shadow. No one really pays attention to this person.
Yeah. They don't really want to be noticed by anyone.
I kind of took it as like being Rehek, walking around trying to gather as much information he could to figure out where is this elf they have as prisoner, because maybe he thinks Venka is a prisoner.
Yeah.
But turns out this was not Rehek though.
No. I'm down in a cellar underneath a bar. The elves are trying to get some meat.
Yeah, or they're hiding or like...
Yeah, but they were also want to eat.
Okay, yeah.
That's at least what Tree Stump want to do.
Yeah.
But Mender is having a serious like sensory overload.
Because there's a lot of noise, a lot of human thinking.
Moving, breathing.
Yeah, he can
their
feel it
hearts
all.
beating.
But he gotta get used to it.
Yeah.
That's hard though for a human to coming from like the countryside like straight into big city. Like there's a lot of things going on, so
and elves have a lot better ears than us, so for them it's going to be really, really overwhelming.
But the hooded person is this girl that Tillit saves.
Yes.
Or she saves Tillit.
Lita saved her and she saved Tillit.
Yeah. Or they kind of saved each other because her dad was like a piece of shit.
Yeah, so she ran away. Her name is Shauna.
She wouldn't have run away if Tillit never came to their house, though. Like she would have still been with her parents.
Had the courage to run away,
or the need.
Well, she kind of always had the need. Her father was abusive.
Yeah, but like now she knew that if she didn't go, she would be killed.
Yeah, like she had to leave.
She was forced.
But I don't think she would have had the courage to leave earlier.
True.
Even though she wanted to.
True. She can sense that the elves are there.
Yeah, but she can also see the wolf.
Yeah, she probably hear them too because they're like whispering.
Yeah, I heard a thump. It must be a rat. And then she saw the wolf.
Yeah.
Then she probably like put two and two together.
But they don't want to show themselves. She tells the story though about Tillit, so.
Yeah, because none of these elves have met her. So they don't really know who she is. They don't know that she's a kind human.
No, she talking to herself like really opens up like the door for the elves to show them themselves though.
Yeah, she says that like a presence, I felt it before. My name is Shauna. Please come out. I know you're there. You're always there. But they don't really feel like coming out. And she also says that like the golden-haired one, or honey-haired one, who could speak my language, told me that you guys were looking for crystals. So.
Yep. Winnowill is forced to show her true self, though.
Yeah. The Djun has called upon a lot of his warriors or knights because she heard him. And that's not allowed. She's not allowed to hurt him.
No, because he is the most powerful
and strongest and incredible person there is.
Mhm.
How could she hurt him? And he also says that last night I saw a flying demoness. Her eyes and hands were strange. She was not remotely human, but she moved like you.
Yeah, I can recognize her in you.
Since I took it in, you've lied to me about everything. Even your appearance is a lie. When did Winnowill not lie to him?
That's true. That's true.
She didn't even tell him her real name.
No, Winnowill.
Yeah, not Winnowill.
True that.
Like everything is a lie.
But she's gonna show him. But no one else is allowed to. So like everyone else has to leave the room.
Yes. So he like turns his back to her and like talks and like.
And oh my god, his face expression when he turns around and Winnowill is like an elf.
But like, she's like, I'm gonna show you. And he talks around and speaks. And she takes her clothes off. And then she transforms into her elf self.
Because she wants to seduce him too, though. Like, this is Winnowill we're talking about.
Yes, but like, why did you need to be naked?
Because that's more powerful.
But why did you need to be
she wants
naked?
him to see everything.
Yes. Yes.
That's a need she has.
Yes. And it also says that her flesh of powdered pearl, the iridescent gown of her hair.
Yep.
Gown of her hair?
It kind of looks like it in this image. She has so much hair, though. It's like wrapping around her body.
But it's still not a gown. If she had like worn it. But if she'd like swirled it around herself, so
yeah,
like that would be like a gown of hair.
Yeah. No,
but
it's
like,
just like falling around.
Yeah, well placed falling hair.
Mm-hmm. You know, her ears kind of looks like devil horns.
That's so true.
Like in all of these images on the next pages, when she's an elf, I was just like, why is she drawn like the devil? like she doesn't look like an elf at all. Like she's a demon. And she's devil horn.
Maybe that's why the humans start calling them demons, because they saw Winnowill with her hair sticking out.
But they have called them demons even before demons was a thing, though. Like, you know. Maybe that's why the elves have pointy ears, because it's supposed to look like demon. Like, you know, in our religion imagery of demons.
Maybe.
Like, if you just see their silhouette, it's like demons.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And he starts like, the Djun starts talking about Winnowill. My cattle always told me about the hidden ones, sung songs, carved images, harmless folk beliefs. Harmless only, even true. And he starts getting this plan of like, I am the strongest, most powerful person in this world, and everyone has to believe in me.
And he sent out his guards, so like the guard's gonna tell everyone that he is the most powerful. If you think something else, you have to die.
Yeah.
Like the
I'm more
punishment
powerful
for going
than
against
Treshk, than
yeah.
Gotara,
than
the elves. And
going against this, you're done.
Yes.
Like that's a death sentence right away.
Yes, no one is more powerful.
No.
Not the good spirits, not the evil spirits, not the demons, not the elves.
The Djun, he's the one and only.
Yes, not even Gotara.
No.
You should all worship the Djun.
Yeah.
As a god.
And we find out who got Venka.
Yeah, but I think it's quite funny that a human man, think that he is the most powerful being in this world when he has met magic elves.
Have you seen the news lately with like Putin and shit going in the world?
Yeah.
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 I think this Djun you can like compare him to Putin, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Putin is not the most powerful human being in the world, but
No.
he thinks he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like he has just seen a flying elf.
But he's
Elves
afraid.
with
When
magic
men get
exploding
afraid.
things, and he's still like, I'm the most powerful
But
being
when
in this
men
world.
get afraid, they're like, let's forget this shit and just look at me, you know?
Yes.
That's their solution.
It's just so funny that you can look at something so magical, so powerful that you don't even know what to do against it.
True that.
And you still manage to
just forget
believe
it.
that yourself is the
Let's-
most powerful being.
Just make everyone else believe it so
Yes.
I can believe it.
Yes. Because no one can be more powerful than me because I said so.
Yeah. True that.
Even though people just flew.
Yeah. And a lot of other humans saw them fly as well.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
like
just
they
them. So
exploded his tower inside a
Yeah.
tower with a chamber in a chamber, and took a squirrel first without anyone touching it, like levitating it, and then a flying elf came in and took it out.
Yep.
And Winnowill evil healed him, and
But he's still the most powerful being,
Yes.
though.
it's so absurd. Like,
But it's just abusing power because it's
Yes.
like, if you believe something else, I kill you.
yes, if
So
you do not
what do you
believe,
believe?
if you do not believe what I'm telling you to, you will die. I'm
Yeah.
gonna reform this religion and everything. God is nothing. You do
Mhm.
not
I'm
believe in
God now.
God. You believe in me.
Yeah.
So delusional. Could you meet Putin?
Yep.
But yes, we meet the person that has Venka.
Not a person, it's a troll. Or troll elf.
Can that not be a person?
Yeah, it could be. But a person is more like a human, isn't it? I don't know.
No, a person is
Nah.
like someone with the ability to think and
Okay.
like,
But it's two-edged, though.
yes, it's two-edged.
Of course, two-edged was the one who had
It
her.
is the master builder.
But
And he lives underneath
a
the
way-
floor. He lives under the floor inside of Winnowill's bed chambers.
of course it does. He's like the best manipulative creature in this universe.
Yes.
Like, he's the mastermind behind everything happening, I think. Like,
Yeah.
he was even there before Winnowill was there. Like, with the humans. He gave humans resources before even Winnowill was part of the human society.
Yeah.
So, like, basically, Two-Edge is the one who's developed human society. Otherwise, they would
Yeah.
have been Gotra humans, I think.
Yeah, they would still have been Gotra humans. They would
Yeah.
still have been cavemen.
Yeah.
They wouldn't evolve.
So Two-Edge
And
is
he's
like he is a good character, I think.
Yeah, and he's like he's like Terige.
Teasing.
Yeah, he's like teasing Winnowill.
Oh, he's been doing that since the day his father died.
He's probably been doing that since the day he was born.
True that.
But he's like sitting underneath the floorboards, like teasing her, like, "Haha, that human of yours is slippery. Oh, you thought you were gonna be able to do this?
Love it.
What a rare human! What a
Mhm.
splendid show! I enjoyed listening in on that."
Oh, but he's doing everything just to have like some entertainment for himself.
Yes.
Like, he spent years planning the elf troll fight.
Yeah,
like
the war.
Decades.
Yeah, planning the war.
Yeah. And he's planning something now too because he needs entertainment.
Yes, he was bored, so he decided to go team up with the humans.
Yeah.
But it's kind of interesting that though he chose to save Venka, he even bandaged her up.
Yeah, but I don't think he is like a bad troll like we think he is. It's more like he just don't know how to choose sides. He just do whatever is best for himself, but he don't really want anyone to die except Winnowill. But you know, he's
But I know the answer to this. I know exactly who he is.
Of course, but this is me reflecting.
Yeah.
And what was this human girl's name?
Shuna.
Shuna.
Or Shauna.
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 Yeah, she she hears like all this thing about you have to believe that Djun is now the god and king and everything.
Yeah.
And she goes to tell the elves.
But the person that was on a horse saying it was her dad.
Oh, how did you know?
It's his father.
Oh, father. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, but she like runs down into the cellar to like tell the elves of everything that is going on.
And I love that. Is it Petalwing? Or is it
yeah,
Preserver?
it's Petalwing.
Okay. Because I don't have colors. Oh, it says Petalwing too.
But
My bad.
But it's also green with pink.
In black and white. I love that Cutter just like grabs around the head.
Like, shut the fuck up.
It's like, not even just like takes it around the stomach.
No.
Right? It's just like,
I'm gonna
his
grab
whole
your
hand
face
is around the head, like a kid would grab a Barbie doll.
Yes.
Just like, shut up. But he don't need to shut her up because human don't know how to talk Preserver or elf.
Like, yeah.
But really fun.
Yeah, but Shauna says that it's come to the worst. I knew it would one day. The Djun's more mad than ever. He claims power above yours, even above almighty Tresks, whatever.
But I don't like it. Just show how afraid he is.
Yeah, he's terrified of humans.
And I think
not the elves.
The elves. Yeah, he's terrified of the elves.
Yeah, he's terrified of the elves.
But when you show that you're afraid, you show your weakness, and that's not good in a war.
No.
So now the elves know his weakness.
Yeah.
Winnowill is back to her human self. I don't know. Do we call her human self or like
human body, human disguise, human form? Human form is probably the best one.
Yeah, because the Djun is the most powerful, so he can't show the other ones that she is a different creature because that will give her more power.
Yeah, and he takes her to like a dog handler. Yeah, and he kicks the poor man into the wild dogs,
and they eat him.
They literally rip his skin off his bones, like.
But he also kicked Winnowill to the
he's
dogs,
like,
though.
I need a new kennel master. One who can make these hounds extensions of me.
I don't know what she's doing, but she's not making them hounds, though.
She's mutating them.
Yeah, but they're not hounds anymore.
No, they're mutants.
They are like nightmare fuel.
Yes.
Like...
They are literally nightmare fuel.
They are kind of dogs, kind of...
creatures.
Snakes. I don't know. Like, they have this...
tentacle things with spears on them, kind of.
Which looks like... this is like the devil tail.
Yeah. Except it doesn't come out of their butt.
No, it comes out like weird places. And some of them have more, and their tongues are like split, like snake tongues. And their eyes are popping out.
Yeah. You're gonna continue seeing creatures like this for a while. Not just dogs.
But if Winnowill is making creatures like, oh no, you can like basically control them with your mind. Of course, he wants to have more creatures like this.
Or Winnowill wants to have more creatures like that.
Oh, maybe she's like, it's not only the Djun who can control them.
No, Winnowill can control them.
But she says like, no, they are extensions of you.
Yeah, she said so, huh?
But it needs to work for him too, otherwise he's gonna be mad and like...
Yeah, but she can make them work for him. Like, working for her means killing the elves, because she doesn't want the elves to come take the palace back.
And she can figure out where they're hiding and stuff.
And he wants the elves dead. So working for her is working for him. But she's gonna make a lot of these creatures, and they're not just gonna be in Citadel Mound. So they're not working for the Djun.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But if I was like a human living in the Djun's village, city, whatever.
The Djun's land?
Yeah. And I saw him sending out this creature, I would like flee right away. Like I was like,
hell no, I do not live here anymore.
I don't want these creatures to spy on me. Like, no, thank you.
No, I did not
See you never.
Yeah, I don't live in this city anymore. No. I don't live in this place anymore. I'm done.
Yeah, bye-bye.
This is not my home no more.
I don't need to believe in you like a god.
No. I can move outside of the Djun's land so that I'm not part of your country anymore, and I can believe in my own god.
Yeah, I can make my own.
Yes. Okay, so for the next episode, we're going to talk about shards number 5 and 6.
So until next time, go recognize a troll.